Hey guys, OGalbina here, bringing you guys our BBR Season 3 Week 10 battle against Mario B and his Roll Street Rillaboom. Mario B is a very, very nice guy. Definitely go check him out in the description below. He's actually having a great season. I believe he took over for Dr. Slacking, took over a really powerful team, and he's been playing really well with it. So definitely pretty commendable there. It's always tough taking over a team you didn't draft and still doing well with it. Like I said, this team is pretty solid, especially in the league like BBR where drafting top heavy is so beneficial, but definitely still commendable there. So definitely go check them out in the description below, as well as all the other coaches. And if you're new here, be sure to drop a sub. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could help me get towards my goal of 500. And yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the team builder. I do these before our battles, just so you can see what we're bringing, why we're bringing it, stuff like that. So you have the background knowledge going to the match. There will be a timestamp earlier in the video, usually about 3 seconds in is when I try and time it. And there will also be a timestamp in the description below on when the actual battle starts. So go ahead and jump to that if you so choose to. But let's go ahead and jump into our team. Our team, if you did forget, it's at the top of the screen, and it consists of Celesteela, Latias, Cinderace, Crocodile, Lantern, Licky, Crustle, Drifblim, Garbodor, Shiinotic, and Throw. While our opponent's team is chilling right down there at the bottom, and it consists of Aegislash, Hydreigon, Terrakion, Landorus Incarnate, Rotom-Mow, Aromatisse, Golisopod, Meowstic, Marini, Emolga, and Marshtomp. Now, biggest threats to me off the bat, Aegislash is terrifying. Aegislash is very, very scary for me. My Ghost Resist isn't the most sturdy thing in the world. I think like a spec set is pretty free versus me. I think it's very hard for me to pivot around. I basically have to make a 50-50 call each time. Flash Cannon is dummy free versus me against, besides that Celesteela, and he actually has one of the best silly pivots in the game, being that Rotom-Mow, because I can't lead sheet it, and it threatens me offensively, and I don't OHKO it or anything like that. Like, it isn't a passive grass that isn't, lead sheeted. So definitely very annoying there. Hydreigon can be very scary with like a nasty plot set if my faster things get taken care of, or even a scarf set in the end game could be very scary for me to deal with. Though I do think that nasty plot is a little bit better versus me, but we'll see what he ends up bringing. And then SD Terrakion. SD Terrakion kills everything on my team, or Banded. Banded is honestly probably a little bit better because I don't have great fighting resistance. So when we played the Urshifu Rapid Strike earlier in the season, I don't have great pivots into those kinds of mons. So I would rather avoid, playing those good offensive fightings, but we can't, unfortunately, this week. And then, like, a Gravity Lando Eye is very scary versus me as well. Hits my Selly, and I don't have great ground resist. So if they can hit my Selly and my Latias, I'm kind of screwed versus that. And lastly, the biggest threat, other than Rotom-Mow just being generally annoying for me, is Golisopod. I don't switch into the stab with Golisopod. First impression and liquidation rip me. I'm also scared of, like, a Sword Stance step. I played against my good buddy Bacon and Mock. And shout out to everybody that mocked me for this week. I played my buddy Bacon and Mock, and he brought sub SD Leech Life. What do you call it? Golisopod. And it was so difficult to play around. So I'm very scared of that set. That could be absolutely terrifying, especially because my Selly, my main switch into it, doesn't actually have a move to break its sub. So we're going to have to be careful in that regard. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into our first mon, which, as you can see on the screen, is going to be our Celesteela, rocking out with the leftovers Beast Boost as its ability: Heavy Slam, Flamethrower, Protect, and Leech Seed. EVs wise, we got 244 HP, 140 attack, 32 special attack, 92 speed F, and yeah, with a relaxed nature. Sorry, I usually have something in speed. EVs wise, we can lift 2 CCs from Terrakion after rocks. We lift 2 Life Orb Dark Pulses from Hydreigon after rocks and leftovers, and then we lift the rest in special attack. Just do a little bit more with Flamethrower. It really does chunk things like the the Rotom-Mow very, very well. Leech plus Protect. Honestly, we can wall essentially the entire team with this set. It does ridiculously well. Flamethrower is obviously for things like Aegislash and Rotom, so we couldn't really go Earthquake for that monster, unfortunately. And I didn't really want to go Air Slash either, again, because I'm walled by AG and I don't want to be SD fodder for it. Hydreigon takes a chunk from Heavy Slam, same with Terrakion. This gives the great Lando Eye check, especially if it's not Gravity. So we definitely have pretty good options with Silly here. It's a great just defensive wall to just kind of just sit in front of the entire team until the end game, which is awesome. Next up, we have our Cinderace rocking out with the heavy duty boots, Blaze's ability, Fireball, U-turn, Court Change, and Low Kick. EVs wise, we got 60 HP, max attack, 32 defense, and 164 speed with an adamant nature. This Pokemon goes crazy. My opponent has 2 bulky waters, 2 of them, being the Marshtomp and the Marini. So he doesn't really have a good bulky water. Other than that, he actually has triple water. But Fireball is very free because the other one is Golisopod. I put it guaranteed in first in emergency exit range. So I can actually 2-hit KO that thing pretty darn easily. We obviously chew first impressions. Aqua Jets are going to hurt, but it will not OHKO us, especially because we're not taking Rock's chip. EVs wise, we have enough speed for Terrakion creeping Crocodile. We obviously have max attack. We have HP to live a Scarf Draco from full, from the Hydreigon. And then we have the rest into our defense. Just take those sneaks, those quick attacks, stuff like that. Tiny bit better, those Aqua Jets, all that stuff. So this Pokemon's a great, what do you call it? It's a great, you know, strong offensive momentum gainer, and it also grants us you know, good court change utility and court changing back T-Spikes or the Stealth Rock from the Marshtomp Terrakion Landorus, stuff like that. It's honestly really useful. So Cinderace is actually going to be really important in this game. Next up, we have our Latias rocking out with the Key Berry, Levitates its ability, Stored Power, Dragon Pulse, Calm Mind, and Roost. EVs wise, we got max HP, 36 defense, 28 special attack, 68 speed F, and 124 speed with a timid nature. This Pokemon is a great win con. Now, he has to be careful with the Glow Spell. We kind of have to pop our Key Berry and make sure we're, you know, at a healthy enough amount of hit range to live that first impression. I kind of want to go like Weakness Policy Agility this week, but I felt like I couldn't really with the threat that is Glow Spell. So we went with this Key Berry setting instead. I think it's like a third time we're bringing Key Berry in BBR, but I don't think I've ever brought it to a draft league before this. But definitely becoming one of my favorite items. But this is a great win con. If we can start Calm Minding up, if it's special AG, we can chew his from, and then when it's in Blade form, we can knock it out with a +1 defense and then 2 Calm Minds. We knock it out with Stored Power, which is awesome. So that's obviously great. We have enough speed for tracking keeping Crocodile, just like our Cinderace, which is awesome. We live an Adamant Megahorn from Terrakion. We kill max HP Aegis Slash, like I said, after rocks at +1 defense, +2 special attack, +2 speed def with our Stored Power. And then we put the rest into speed def just to do a little tiny bit better. And yeah, it's going to be Latias. Next up, we have our Lantern rocking out with the Choice Scarf. Volt Absorb is its ability. Scald, Volt Switch, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt. EVs wise, we got 4 HP, 116 defense, 228 special attack, 4 speed def, and 156 speed. The Modest Nature. Yes, we are bringing Scarfed Lantern. I think it's a great matchup for it. It gives me a great, you know, momentum gainer against this team. Scald plus Volt Switch are very good. The other thing that really pivots in on them very well is going to be Rotom and Marshtomp. And I don't think Marshtomp should come. I don't think it's a very good Pokemon. I don't think it really offers any defensive utility versus my team, other than just being annoying and maybe toxicating something and getting up rocks. But I feel like there are better rock options in this game. Like a Life Orb Terrakion could definitely be a better rocker in this game. Landorus Eye even, because you realistically only need like knock off Earthquake, Gravity, and that's it. Maybe you could, you know, check on a U-turn, but I feel like just Stealth Rock is better in that 4 slot, so you don't have to bring Marshtomp. But you know, other than that, it's still very free. Ice Beam is for things like Rotom and Hydra. I originally wanted to go Dazzling Gleam for the Hydra because it's so scary versus me, but I figured it would be nice to have a way of hitting the Rotom, because once we eliminate that thing, Scald is ridiculously free against this team along with our dual steps of Volt Switch and Thunderbolt. Now, EVs wise, we hit the same speed tier with our Scarf as Latias and Cinderace, which is awesome. We live Scarf Earthquake from Terrakion after rocks, and then we throw the rest into our special attack just to do as much damage as possible, because we got Scarf Lantern chilling right here. Next up, we have our Crocodile rocking out with the Assault Vest once again. Intimidate is its ability, knock off Earthquake, Close Combat, Aqua Tail. EVs wise, they got 84 HP, 236 attack, 4 defense, 12 speed F, and 172 speed with a Jolly Nature. This Pokemon gives us a decent pivot into like Specs AG. Specs AG is very scary for me, like I said, and I wanted something to kind of pivot in, take a Specs Flash Can a little bit better. We choose Specs Shadow Balls obviously very nicely, and that's awesome. It gives us a nice just pivot into AG. It gives us a pivot into a lot. EVs wise, we're creeping max speed. We're creeping Rotom, creeping a max speed Drifblim. We live 2 Dracos back to back after rocks from the Hydreigon, and then we the rest in our attack just do a lot of damage. And this thing is a great coverage in this game. Knockoff is very free because a lot of his Pokemon don't appreciate having their items knocked off, especially his dual water core, his tool baby water core. Obviously knocking off boots off of the Gliscod is nice. Even though we're not bringing rocks, we can still court change them back on my opponent's side, so I feel like it's still pretty beneficial. Knocking off Scarfs, knocking off, you know, just general items is going to be annoying, and then knock off with Earthquake and Close Combat are great, and then Aqua Tail is just to hit the Landorus as hard as possible with, you know, a 4th coverage move that we didn't really do for anything else. So this is a decent Landorus check as well. Then lastly, we have our Crustle rocking out the heavy duty boots. Sturdy as its ability, Shell Smash, Earthquake, Extra Stone Edge. EVs wise, we got 68 HP, max attack, and then 188 speed with an Adamant Nature. Now this Pokemon actually does really well in this game. There obviously is the Aegis Slash with Sneak priority, but I do feel as if it will be like a special set, either Specs or like Protect Toxic or King Shield Toxic Stabs or something like that, can be really, really annoying for this team. But this Pokemon goes crazy otherwise, especially if we can eliminate the Golisopod or, you know, be out of range of a first impression / Aqua Jet, which basically means they're sturdy. But having that guaranteed sturdy is always really nice in this matchup, and Smash can really just push things in if we do get boosted. So I think this Pokemon's either a great insurance policy against something that might, you know, be getting out of hand, like the Golisopod, like the Hydreigon if we really need to, like a Swords Danced Up Terrakion. We have that guaranteed sturdy to just click coverage move of choice and deal a lot of damage. So awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be the team. Let's jump right into the battle. Alright guys, here we are with the battle. We are connected with Mr. Mario B. Let's see what he brought. Big shouts to Mario, by the way. I was having a little bit of trouble with my LAN, and he was being very patient in letting me figure it out. So again, huge shout outs to Mr. Mario B. And yeah, let's get it going. Now, we see no Aegislash and no Hydreigon. Very interesting. So right off the lip, we're gonna see Big Marshtomp. We're gonna see the Terrakion. We're gonna see Lando. Sandforce, by the way. I'm probably talking about my team builder though. Golisopod, Aroma, Rotom, Mo. Okay. Now, don't yell. I know people watching this in color are gonna laugh hella hard. Marshtomp's not a ground type yet. Oh, it is a ground type. Fuck, I can't lead my Lantern and just go crazy then. Oh, Marshtomp. That's so annoying. Okay. Then part of me just really wants to lead Crook. Let's get a fat knock on something. Yeah, I think that's for sure the move. I will for sure take a knock on the, what do you call it? Why am I blanking on its name? The Rotom as well. That'd be great, actually. We're AV2, so we'll live a hit from it. If it wants to wisp us, so be it. I'm totally fine with taking that trade. This thing's defensive utility has kind of gone down a fair bit. I really just wanted to knock off that Marshtomp as he sends it out, and that's awesome. That's genuinely amazing. What we for sure want to see. I have Port Change on my Cinderace, and I don't actually have Rocks on my Crocodile, so this doesn't even, like, you know, become a mind game for me. In my head, I just click Knockoff for free. If I get rid of this thing's Eviolite, it's so much less annoying versus me, so let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna see our Crook. We can scout and see if it's Fizz Def or not. If it's Fizz Def, this knockoff will do about 25 to 31%. If it's Spud Def, it might even die from knockoff into Earthquake, which would be awesome. And I can always Court Change these these rocks back. So again, not super worried. This is a great lead for me. Really, really nice lead for me, in fact. So we are gonna get this knockoff off. Nice. Looks to be pretty darn Fizz Def. As he does Scald, I would love to not get burned, but if we do, so be it. It's kind of what I get. Won't lie to you. It's kind of what I get. But we are going to knock it off. Which is at least nice in its own right. Really, really does help out the rest of our team. I am going to go Hard Silly here. And I think I'm just going to click Leech Seed for free. Now, getting burned would be annoying, but not the end of the world. We can click Leech. So he's going to get up to Rocks. Again, I can just Court Change those back, so I'm not super worried about that in the slightest. We are Boots under Cinder, so that's obviously nice. Part of me really wants to hard Flamethrower. I'll Leech the first turn, at least. I really want a hard Flamethrower on the Rotom, because I feel like that's for sure his pivot. Yeah. That's what you get for playing like a punk. So we're gonna see that come out, which is a tad bit annoying. I'm just gonna go hard into my Crocodile. It absorbs the Volt Switch. I can't get burned now. If it leaves Storm, so be it. You got me. You got me. And we'll be able to kind of go to town from there. Which again, would be awesome. So, out comes Crocodile. We're gonna take Rocks Chip. We're gonna Intimidate, drop it, so that that physical Poltergeist coming out is gonna do so much less. Thunderbolt's gonna pop. That's fine. And I get a very free knock here. Go into the, what do you call it if you'd like, the Terrakion. That means I knock off a potential Scarf and I can revenge it the turn afterwards, and it can't set up on me very easily because I am Earthquake. Still, obviously. So that's again pretty fine. If he wants to go into the Marsh Tomp, take a bunch of shit for no reason, I'll take that as well. You know, we'll be able to see if it's rest or not. If it's rest, it'd be very interesting. I don't know if you could fit Sleep Talk. So he's gonna withdraw. He is gonna go into the Marsh Tomp, and I may just sack this off here just to get a bunch of damage off. I'll be able to scout and see if things rest. So I'm very, very content with going for a knockoff. I mean, an Earthquake. Very, very content with going for this. Because again, this is also very much so helping my Crustle. My Crustle can actually totally win this game. I'm just now realizing my Crustle goes crazy. I just kind of need to be careful of that, that goalless. So I'm going to Earthquake. Be able to chip this thing down. Hopefully he scalds. He is going to scald. This plus burn, at the very least, should take me out. I kind of wish it took me out. This might not. Is it going to be enough to take me out? It's not. I'm going to knock off just in case he, like, for some reason switches. Or he's going to play for crit. Covers, like, a really weird joke play. If he wants, like, a specific amount of health on this thing. That'd be dope. So. I'll for sure take it. Again, this is still a very iffy endgame for me. This is a very scary endgame. So he's going to stay in. If he's rest, he'll pop it here. He is just going to scald. That's completely fine with me. Let's see, without an Eviolite. Do you die to my U-turn? You do die to my U-turn. So I think that's the Pokemon I want to go into right here. Let's go hard, Cinderace. Cinderace. Big furry bait. From here, it's telling me, actually, no, it's telling me that, what do you call it? My Pyro Ball is more than U-turn? Really? So it's telling me an Adamant Pyro Ball, unless I'm looking at this calc completely wrong, an Adamant Pyro Ball knocks out max Fizz Def from 25. So that's what I'm going to click. So we're going to click Pyro Ball. This should knock it out. As it does. Awesome. So, down it goes. I'm assuming Golisopod is going to come out here. Golisopod is not my friend. I don't like him. Here he comes. Golisopod. This Pokemon bugs me up. Golis. Level 50. A U-turn should actually hopefully put him in range next time of a Pyro Ball, of being, you know, emergency exited out. So I'm going to click U-turn. Reason being, if he just goes for the first impression, it doesn't do that much. And now, yeah, he's for sure in range. Now, the only question is, what in the world is my switch into this? I don't really have one. I'm going to go Hard Lantern. I'm going to Volt. We go Hard Lantern. We Volt the turn afterwards. If he goes for a water move, that's awesome. If not, we're kind of boned. Be a good play on his end. Go hard for the Leech Life. He's going to go for Liquidation. We are not Water Absorb, unfortunately. I am still, what do you call it? But we will take it. I am going to Volt Switch here. It'll put him in range of the emergency exit. And it also gives me momentum on the, what do you call it? The Rotom. And I can court change these rocks away, which is going to be really big. And I really don't think you go hard into your Lando. You don't see my item, you think I could be Shuka. You're going to go on this. I think Rotom's your safest play, man. Yeah, okay, sick. Again, he could have made the aggressive play, and I think he's more likely to next time, now that he saw that I'm Volt Switching. But, we'll see. So I am going to go into my Cinderace. I want to get these rocks away if at all possible. It's just really going to help me. His rocker is gone. It is completely gone. That's obviously great. Again, that goalless man is going to prove to be an issue. Now, if he's not Boots, okay, and this thing's actually, that's awesome too. This thing's lefty, so we don't have to worry about like a weird scarf set. I am just going to court change. Now, what his switch into this is, I could not tell you. Maybe Terrakion. District 9. He goes on to this thing. Okay. Trying to get a free pivot, maybe? So I'm going to court change. Get rid of these rocks, which is awesome. I think that's the first time we've clicked court change all season. Pyro Ball definitely puts him in range of what I need to put him in range of. So that's what I'm going to click. He can Aqua Jet me. That's fine. I need this thing chipped. And I need it chipped now. I don't have a switch in. And this thing being gone. Yeah, this thing being gone too. If this puts me in... Oh, it doesn't put me in... what do you call it? Bleach. Okay, fuck. Are you kidding me? LOL. Nice. Pog. Dope. Awesome. Very cool. I'm just gonna... Fuck me, dude. I'm gonna go hard Selly. Ahaha. That's awesome, guys. That's fucking awesome. Pristine, in fact. Let's go ahead and pivot out into our Selly. Very annoying. He can click Liquidation for free now. He knows I have to save this. Be a throw not to click Liquidation. Or he might even click Leech Life, expecting my Lantern. Yeah, fuck me, dude. That's so annoying. Defense drop? Watch. No? Okay. Awesome. So I'm very tilted now, if you haven't noticed. Because that damage is amazing. The fact that he was going to give that to me just doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna Flamethrower here. I think you go Rotom. And I'll let me leech up. Yeah, we'll go from there. That sucks, dude. That miss is so tilting. That would have been such big... I wouldn't have... Whatever, dude. It's fine. So he's gonna go Rotom. I get a big Flamethrower off, which is awesome. He's gonna take rocks. We know he's lefties as well. Now, do I think you Thunderbolt? I mean, I think my safest play regardless is Lottie. But the thing with Lottie is it just lets in the stupid... I'm gonna go Lantern. I swear to God, if you get me and you go for the Leaf Storm, so be it. I'm going to my Lantern, and I'm clicking Ice Beam. Could be what do you call it as well? Thunderbolt. Awesome. So Ice Beam. Let's see. Max HP after rocks. It looked like it was a 2-hit KO for my Celesteela. Ice Beam. He's gonna find out that we're Scarf here, but this is really nice for us. So I am gonna Ice Beam. He sees that we're Scarf Lantern. We're super offensive, so we might knock this out. We don't. Fuck me, dude. Good. Whatever. I'll take it. Cool. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pivot Selly. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't feel super bad. After that miss was massive. I don't feel super bad. I understand Mario might be tilted after that, but like I don't feel super bad. So that's awesome. I'm gonna go Selly on a predicted Golisopod pivot. No, he's just gonna try and stay in and thaw out. Okay. Well, we can Flamethrower for free here. Now I'm gonna Flamethrower. Watch him unfreeze. Turn 2. Ready for this? Yeah. Awesome. So we knock out the Rotom. Very pog. Now it goes. We thaw it right out as we knock it out. And that means Selly's gonna get a +1. And I'm pretty sure Selly is like almost unkillable at +1 defense. For this team. We have a Golisopod, an Aromatisse, a Landorus Eye, and a Terrakion in the back. So realistically, this Pokemon might just go in. We're going to see Lando Eye come in. If this thing wants to click gravity, so be it. Honestly, I'm just going to click Heavy Slam. He has to spend a turn doing that. And I know that's going to be his set. Landorus. Let's see. Earthquake. Stick with a Life Orb. Make it jolly. Oh, he's going to knock off. Okay. So, we're going to Heavy Slam. We'll get up to +2 defense, which is awesome. Cool, so now nothing he can do does enough. Gravity. Okay, he didn't do it that turn. I'll take it. Then we're at +2. Look at that. Now my slams don't miss. He doesn't miss. Cool, 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 cool. As long as we keep enough sacks to not lose to first impression on the Gliscopod, we should be fine using this to, like, really break. So, we're at +2 defense, which means we sit in front of, like, literally everything. Terrakion can come in. And close combat, Life Orb close combat is doing about 30% to us right now. District 9, I need to leech up on this thing. I actually don't have coverage for him. So, that's kind of scary. I can't miss my leeches now, which is dope. I hope you're not sub. I don't think you're sub. Or faster, which is actually really nice. We're going to Liquidation here. We're going to chew for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then we're going to protect. You just need enough turns. Next go pop. Very nice. Liquidation. And then what does more to this thing? Flamethrower or what do you call it? Heavy Slam do more. Looks like Flamethrower's doing more. Flamethrower actually might even put this thing in range. Oh, it will put him in range. Awesome. Yeah, so we just click Flamethrower. It puts him in first. It puts him in emergency exit range, which is dope. As he's gonna emergency exit out. What out into? I couldn't tell you. He doesn't have a Heavy Slam resist. Actually, both of his Pokemon are weak to it, and we're actually healthier than we need. So, it looks like we're vibing right here now. Because after he close combats us too. I mean, even if he Earthquakes. So there is a turn of gravity, so he can't Earthquake me. I'm tempted to protect, but even if he Earthquakes, it's not doing that much. You know? So there's no reason for me to play around with that. And if he Earthquakes, then he's probably not Scarf. You know? So again, there's no reason for me to do that. I just click Heavy Slam. If he goes into Gliscopod, so be it. He's gonna Earthquake. Okay, we're gonna see if he's Life Orb here. He is Life Orb. And all that means that he takes a bunch from this. Gravity returns to normal. And all that means is we click Heavy Slam. Combat, it's fine. Crits me. That's not fine. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oosha. Oosha. It's good, guys. It's good. It's fine. It's fine. I go Bathwater. I'm Scarf. I should outspeed you as long as you sped crept. Are fine, I think. If you didn't speed creep, then I'm screwed regardless. So, let's go ahead and click Volt Switch. So, yeah, if he just didn't creep or he just, like, called me being aggressive, I'm kind of screwed. Okay, sweet outspeed. Thank God. We are very aggressive with our creeps, so Lantern's gonna knock that thing out, which is awesome. And what we are gonna do is we're actually gonna go Cinderace. Reason being is because I think I force him into Golisopod if I go Cinderace, right? I force him into Golis, and I can pivot Latias. If you first impressions, so be it. If not, I live the hit. I can kind of Dragon Pulse, go from there. So he is gonna go into Golisopod. It's fine. Boots, you're annoying, but that's Boots. I'm gonna go into my Latias. If he clicks the bug move, you got me. We are Key Berry on Latias, which is kind of cool. So that's dope. So he's gonna first impression. He gets me. I get the +1 defense. He sees over Key. This shouldn't matter though. I'm pretty sure. +1 defense to a Golisopod. Star Power does not knock it out. Dragon Pulse does. I think he's just gonna try and Aqua Jet us. No, Dragon Pulse is a roll. So we'll see. He's gonna Aqua Jet. We should die. We do. Okay. A +1. That always kill. You need like a min roll to not kill us. Then we just go hard Bath Water. We Volt Switch. Blurpry. We Volt Switch. Literally zero drawback. Yep. And we try and go from there. So we're going to withdraw into the Aromatisse. Aroma. It's at about 65-ish%, right? Cinderace. Probably a chunk. He doesn't seem to be especially defensive from there. Powerball does a chunk. He doesn't KO me with Moonblast. Unless he's invested. And if... Or Thunderbolt if he's invested, actually. Thunderbolt. Yeah, Thunderbolt also doesn't kill me if he's invested. And it turns out... he's not. Maybe Crustle is my play because I could have smashed, but I wanted to keep the sturdy. So we'll see. I think his play's probably Wish. So yeah, maybe this was a bad play on my end. Maybe this was a bad play on my end. We'll see what we can do though. I have ways around this. So we are gonna Powerball. I would have loved to hit the last one I kicked, but Powerball is gonna pop. Let me see a Wish. I Powerball again. I see if it's Protect. That's honest to God looking like it might even be 2 KO range. We will get PB stalled though. Is the only thing if he is Protect. He is Protect. Okay. So I'm going to Powerball one more time. Force him into a Protect turn. I love to have my Celesteela right now. That's whatever. I'm going to Powerball one more time. Force him into Protect. I'm going to go hard Crustle, and I'm going to Smash. So he's going to Wish. He needs to Protect here again. or he is screwed. Then I'm gonna go Crustle. Yep, then I'm gonna go Crustle. Let's go into my Crustle. See to a Fizdef Aromatisse. We do a 2-hit KO with Stone Edge. See if he does anything. My boy. I'm gonna Shell Smash. He's kind of forced into attacking me here. Yeah, he's kind of forced into attacking me here. In my mind. If he goes hard Crustle, hard thing, also so be it. So we are going to smash. He's obviously not going to protect. So I think his play is to Moonblast here. Fake Tears. What does that do? But Def harshly fell. What? Okay. Well, that's actually good for me. I want to Stone Edge. He protects. Okay. Gotta Stone Edge again. Let's see if Big Crustle can do it. If he's not Fizdef, this also just dies. So, like if he's like Spudef, yeah, this just dies. So, I just need a hit. I really need to hit. That would be genuinely awesome if I could hit. We're gonna Stone Edge. We are gonna connect. Awesome. Moonblast. Okay, cool. And now I just Earthquake. Or I X-Scissor. Start A! Let's go! And, this should put us in a winning position. So X-Scissor to a max Fizdef does 20%. Or 27%. Yeah, I'm just gonna X-Scissor. Protect, whatever. I'm just gonna Earthquake then. Like, screw it. This thing's so chipped. It doesn't really matter. Just in case, for some reason, I'm not reading percentages right, and I'm super stupid, Earthquake does 46 to 54 to max Fizdef. Now, I think this will kill, but I have other moves that can kill. Now he at least knows he can't go into his Golisopod, or might think it, because this thing obviously doesn't win. So, I am just going to click Earthquake. I have no reason not to. Mr. President's going to come clutch, stop this Aromatisse from being an annoying ass Pokemon, and down it goes. Sweet. Yeah, big threat once our Shelly went down, for sure. That Golisopod, man. That Pokemon's an issue. I can finally give Shell Smash Crustle the title, maybe? Give Shell Smash Crustle the title. I can give Shelly the title, because Shelly went absolutely dumb, stupid, crazy in this game. We're going to see Golis. We pivot. Very cool, Mon. I love Golisopod. Super duper dummy slept on. I'm just going to X-Scissor. We definitely kill. He's going to Aqua Jet. That's also fine. And what I do is I go out into my my Lantern and I click Thunderbolt. We need to make sure not to misclick, but we should be fine to win the game. Thunderbolt does the most damage possible, just in case he's like max Spadef in Volt Switch for some reason doesn't. Thunderbolt. We are going to click Thunderbolt. Scarf Lantern coming up clutch and is going to seal the game. And Seal, it's a nice 2 victory. GG's to Mario. Very hacksy game. I guess hacks just following us everywhere in the BBR. I hope that shit cuts out before playoff starts, because I'm not gonna, my heart won't make it. I can tell you right now. After last week or 2 weeks ago versus Jorge, I suppose. I could not take any more losses like that. It would be detrimental to my mental health. But GG's to Mario. He's a very nice guy. Again, big shout outs to him for, you know, putting up with my LAN issues and stuff like that. I appreciate it. I haven't had LAN issues in months, so that was not fun to deal with, and I'm sure I know it's not fun to deal with on the other side, when you're ready to go and your opponent's like, it's not working. So yeah, thank you to Mario. Go check him out in the description below. He has great energy. He's a really nice guy. And yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Later.